Hey teachers, are you ready to start a tutoring business here in September of 2025 and start making some extra money outside of the classroom? Well, I have 5 steps for you to get started this year on your own tutoring business and finally start to make a really great income doing what you love, which is teaching. My name is Kelly, and I'm the host of this YouTube channel, Tutoring Tips for Teachers. I was a classroom teacher for 20 long years. I finally left the classroom to work on my tutoring business, which I had started while I was teaching. I started it on my front porch with 2 students, and I left the classroom 3 years ago. I've been growing my business since then. It is now making over $10,000 a month, which goes to show that you can make a really good income tutoring and you can make all your tutoring dreams come true. That's what this channel is all about. I want to share with you all the lessons I've learned along the way, starting a business from absolutely nothing and growing it so that you can start and grow your tutoring business too, and you can make all of your tutoring dreams come true. So thank you so much for joining me for this video. I'm so excited for all those teachers, all of you out there who are going to start your business in 2025 or who are going to grow your business in 2025 and have this joyful, amazing tutoring side hustle or tutoring business that is earning you extra money outside of the classroom, or maybe it is your way of leaving the classroom altogether, like it was for me, and you can still earn an income doing what you love, teaching, but you don't have to do it in the classroom, which is pretty awesome. Are you ready? Step number 1. I'm going to warn you. This one is a little bit scary and is probably going to be very hard for some of you. In my experience, it was the hardest one for me, and it's been hard for a lot of other tutors that I've spoken to as well. But you know what? Once I took this step, my business literally doubled in income in a matter of months. I was able to build a team of tutors, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing, all because of this one first step. And that's why I'm putting this step first for you, because this is the foundation of a successful tutoring business. And it is this: think of just one student and one family that you want to teach, and that is who you're going to build your entire business around. I know it sounds pretty wild, right? But it actually works. If you can narrow it down to just one student, how old are they? What grade are they in? What are they struggling with? What are their learning, like, what's their learning style? What is their learning strength? What are they interested in outside of school? What kind of extracurricular activities do they do? What area do they live in? What neighborhood? What state? What province? And what type of school do they go to? Are they homeschooled? Are they in traditional school? Are they in private school? If you can narrow it down to all of these things and get one student in mind, maybe it's someone that you already are working with if you're already tutoring, or maybe it's somebody that you know who you would like to work with. But if you can get that one student and that one family in mind and build your business around that one person that you want to work with, I'll tell you what that's going to do. First of all, it's going to attract students who are like that person to you. So you're always going to be working with students that you love and that you want to work with. Second of all, it's going to save you a ton of time on planning because you're only going to be planning for one thing and one type of learner. So you can put all your time and energy into that and become a real expert at it. And that's going to attract even more of those people to you, which is pretty awesome. And you're not going to be spread thin trying to plan for too many people and too many different things. And third, this is going to be like the key to marketing success, because even though you might think to yourself right now, well, Kelly, I just want a small tutoring business. I just want like 2 or 3 students on the side after school. I just want to make like $100 a week. I'm not looking for something really big here. Well, you're still going to have to advertise to find those students, whether it's word of mouth, whether it's putting up flyers in your community, whether it's on social media. you're going to have to find those students somewhere. And if you know exactly who you're looking for, it's going to be a lot easier to find them. And if you're wondering, where should I advertise my business anyway? Go in the description box below and check out the 10 free advertising ideas that I have for you there in a little guidebook. And you'll see that there's so many places you can advertise online, offline, in your community, near, far. It's like it's unlimited. You may be wondering and wondering. I used to wonder, where do you find students? Where do you find students? I can't find them anywhere. But actually, there's so many places to find students, and there's so many students out there waiting to find you. So check out that little guide to 10 free ways to advertise your tutoring business. And trust me, once you have really decided on who you're going to advertise it to, all of those ways of advertising all of those ways of advertising are going to be so super effective that you are going to just draw those students that you really want to work with right to you, and you're going to build your business that much faster if you take this first step of just deciding who is that one person that you want to work with so that you can attract people like that person to you. All right. The next few steps are going to be part of the ABC framework, because starting a tutoring business is really as easy as ABC if you know what to do. And the ABC framework stands for align, build, and care. And that's what the next few steps are all about. So the next step is all about aligning your business to your lifestyle and to your teaching passions. So you've thought about that perfect student that you want to teach. Now you have to, and in thinking about that, you've probably already aligned that with what you want to teach them. Maybe your passion is teaching reading or middle school math or executive functioning skills or art or music or whatever it is that your passion is to teach. In thinking about that one student, you've probably already aligned what you want to teach them. So stick with that. Stick with that one thing that you're passionate about teaching and that you're going to get really excited about planning those lessons and teaching those lessons because you just love teaching that one thing, and align your tutoring business with your passion. Also, align it with your lifestyle and put boundaries on your time so that you're not just tutoring whenever people want you to tutor. Make sure you take some days off for yourself where you are not tutoring, you are not teaching, and you have time to rest and recover and take care of yourself. So in that way, you're aligning it with your lifestyle. If you know that your own kids have activities on Wednesday, don't tutor on Wednesday because you're going to be driving your own kids around to activities and you won't be available. So make sure that your hours of tutoring and what you tutor aligns with what you want to do and with your lifestyle so that your business is going to be sustainable. Now, the next step is B. So we've got A, align. B is build. You're going to now build your business. You have to find students to build your business, right? So again, download that 10 ways to advertise for free little guide in the description box below, and you'll see that there's so many different ways you can find students. You can find them on social media. You can find them through Google My Business. You can find them by putting up flyers in your community. You can find them on Facebook groups. There's so many different ways. How I found my students when I first started was on Facebook, primarily on neighborhood Facebook groups and even like buy and sell groups. That's where I got all of my students when I first started. And then I've now transitioned that over to Instagram, where I'm getting like so many students from there, more than I can even handle. Instagram is a gold mine for tutors if you know how to use it, and that's where I get all of my students now. If you want to know how to use Instagram as a tutor, just let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to make a video about it. I did not understand it for the longest time. I was like, how are people getting students on Instagram? I just don't get it. But once I hired a coach to help me and teach me how to do it, wow, it works like magic. So, and any social media platform, once you understand how to use it and you know exactly who you want to attract on that platform, it's going to work really, really well for you. But you don't have to use social media. There's many ways to advertise offline as well, which you'll see when you download the 10 free ways to advertise your tutoring service when you download that guide in the description box below and you start to build your business. So you've got that one perfect student. You've aligned your business to your lifestyle and what you're passionate about teaching. Now you're building your business. So we've got the A and the B. We're on to C, which is care. You need to take care of your students and take care of yourself. So if you want to offer a really high value tutoring service here in 2025, you need to take care of your students and deliver the best, best learning experience to them in every single lesson. So you're going to take the time to plan your lessons just for that student to meet their learning needs, to leverage their strengths, to include their interests. That's high value, right? When you personalize a lesson and you take the time to plan it, to organize it, to deliver exactly what they need to learn, to provide any kind of homework that their parents are asking for. That's high value. When you really personalize the lesson, that's taking care of your student and making sure they have the best experience ever. And you know what? In order to deliver the best teaching experience ever, you have to take care of yourself as well, because you can't afford to be tired and grumpy and spaced out in the lesson and like drinking so much coffee. You can't afford that. That's not offering the best possible lesson for your student ever. I'll tell you a little story. A few years back, we hired a piano teacher for our daughter. She was an online piano teacher, and she was associated with a really well-renowned music school in the area. So we thought, the teachers must be so great. You like speak so highly of this music school. But she was really grumpy all the time. Whenever she saw our daughter for a lesson, she was like really grumpy. Like I don't know what had happened, but she was just grumpy. And because of that, we stopped seeing her. Obviously, nobody wants a grumpy music teacher, right? And we never went back to that music school, and we never like left a good Google review. We didn't leave a bad one either, but we weren't leaving them positive reviews. We weren't recommending them to anybody. And, our business just like stopped at that grumpy music teacher. So you don't want to be a grumpy teacher. You don't want to be a grumpy tutor. You can't afford to be like that with your students. So please take care of yourself. Make sure you get enough sleep. Make sure you get outside for walks and fresh air. Make sure you're eating properly. And, if you're really feeling sick and you just can't do it that day, make sure you have some sort of cancellation policy in place so that you can reschedule the lesson for a time when you're feeling better. Because you want your students to always get the best you that they possibly can, so that they get the best learning experience and the best lesson ever. So those are the first 4 steps. Find that perfect student just for you that you want to attract to your business, that you want to tutor. Second step is you're going to align your business to your teaching passions and to your lifestyle. You're going to build your business around those amazing students that you want to work with by using all these ways to advertise for free that you're going to download in the description box below, or maybe you're going to advertise on social media, whatever is best for you and your business. And step 4 is you're going to take care of your students and deliver the best possible learning experience ever by taking care of yourself so that your students are always getting the best of you, your best energy, your best you. They're getting the best experience that they can, and it's high, high value. Now, we're on to step 5. Are you ready for it? Okay, step 5 is that you need to take care of your business. So we've talked about taking care of your students and taking care of yourself, but you also need to take care of your business because you've just started your business here in September of 2025, the beautiful fall. You're starting tutoring, and your business is like this little seed that is just starting to grow, and you need to care for it and nurture it and grow with it to make sure that it grows into this joyful tutoring business that you want. And it doesn't matter if it's a big business or if it's a small business, it's what you want to get out of it That is what is the most important thing. But you need to take care of it like as if it were a plant or a pet, like it's an actual living, growing thing, because in a way it kind of is. So you want to take care of your business, and how are you going to do that? You're going to make sure that you're always staying organized, you're delivering the best possible customer service to the parents that you possibly can so that they have a seamless experience working with you. They like to work with you. It's easy for them to work with you. They're going to want to refer you. And you're going to want to make sure you stay on top of scheduling and rescheduling and invoicing and communication and all that stuff. That's taking care of your business. And that's really hard to do on your own if you are, especially if you're teaching full time in the classroom and you're starting to build your business on the side outside of your regular teaching job. It's hard to find time to do all those other administrative tasks that really care for your business and grow it. So, where can you get help? I'll tell you a very cost-effective way to help you take care of your business, and that is TutorBird. That's what I use. It's a tutor management system. And honestly, when I started to use TutorBird, I was able to start to really grow my business. Before that, I think I was at about 20 students, which is way too many to manage on your own. And I was like, I cannot do this. This is like too much. I can't take on any more students. I don't know how people tutor any more students in this. Like, I can't manage it all. It was taking all of my time. It was so frustrating. Then I started to use TutorBird, and wow, all of a sudden, I have a system that schedules all my tutoring appointments for me, that reschedules things, that sends reminders to parents, that sends out all my invoices, that even provides a website included that I can use with no extra charge, that allows me to send lesson notes so easily to my parents, that allows me to message my parents through emails like at once, so I don't have to email every single parent or create some really complicated list in Gmail. I can just click, 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 and send an email out to a group of parents, no problem. It lets me do all these tasks that were so hard for me to do on my own, and it's less than $15 a month. Can you believe that? It's so, so affordable. So TutorBird is like the biggest way that I care for my business and help it to grow. And if you want to try it for your business, you can, because there's a link below in the description box where you can try it for free for 1 month and see if you like it. So once you start going, you have like 3, 4, 5 students, it's getting a little tough to manage on your own, then come back to this video, click that link, try TutorBird, see how you like it. Make sure you use their website. If you don't have a website yet, it's really cool. It's so easy to build a website in TutorBird, and you'll have your own website like for free, which is so awesome. So check that out in the description box below. So those are the 5 steps. First one, the most scary one. Find that one student that you want to work with the most. And you know what? Send me a comment below and tell me who is that one student that you most want to work with. And that's going to show me that you're committed and you've decided and you have really narrowed it down to one student. What grade are they in? What are they struggling with? How are you going to help them? Tell me all that in the comments, and that's going to help you stay committed to that one student so you don't get spread thin trying to tutor everything to everybody. That's step one. Step two, you're going to align your business to your teaching passions and to your lifestyle so that it is always sustainable and you can keep doing it for a long time and it brings you lots and lots of joy. Step three is you're going to build your business by going out there and finding students just like that one amazing student that you want to teach. And you're going to find those students by downloading that guide to 10 free ways to advertise your tutoring business. Step four is that you're going to take care of those students. Once you find them, you're going to offer them the best, best, best learning experience ever. And you're going to do that by taking care of yourself so that whenever you're showing up for your students, you're smiling and happy and full of energy. And we don't want any grumpy tutors out there, right? And step five is that you're going to take care of your business by staying organized, staying on top of things, and using a system like TutorBird to help you do that so you don't have to do it all by yourself. I hope these 5 steps help you to start your tutoring business from scratch. Even if you have no experience tutoring at all, even if you're a busy, busy teacher, you can get started right here, right now in 2025. Start today. You can do it. You can do this because you have all the tools. I hope this video will help you to do that. And if this was helpful to you, make sure you give it a thumbs up so that we can share these tips with tutors, more teachers, and more tutors, and help more people make their tutoring dreams come true. And you can always subscribe for more tips and join us in our Facebook group, Tutoring Tips for Teachers, where you can connect with other teachers who are making their tutoring dreams come true as well. See you in the next video.